Shri Ram Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
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 Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
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 सियावर रामचंद्र की
Jai.
श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
Jai.
ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः. ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः. ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम श्री जानकी वल्लभो विजयते श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागं पाणौ महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम् अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि. We saw that Ravana came in the disguise of a sannyasi, renunciate, and when Sri Rama and Lakshmana had gone behind Maricha, he kidnapped Sita Ji. We also saw in the last session, Jatayuji tried to fight back and very valorously he fought. Though he was no match to Ravana, but his very sacrifice gave him the greatest gati. And we saw Bhagavan came, met him, and in front of Bhagavan, he gave up his life. He got Sarupya Mukti. He got the same form as Bhagavan. What more than that? Not only that, Bhagavan did the Antyavidi for Jatayu. So many points from that story we have learnt. Which we were seeing in the last session also towards the end, that even Dashrath Maharaj did not get that chance what Jatayuji has got, right? And though generally the vulture is considered to be the lowest of birds because it lives on dead bodies, but still you see Bhakti can give such a great stature. And that is why even today, we are in Kerala, no? There is Jatayupara. You go on the way to Tirunananthapuram, there is a huge rock monument that they have made of Jatayu, fallen Jatayu. Okay, sometimes when you go, you will be able to see. And it's supposed to be the biggest rock sculpture in the world, I think, of Jatayu. So even today, we remember him and what all things he did. That is not the place where he was fallen. I am telling that there is a monument like this here in Kerala. But you see what all even after so many years, we are still singing about Jatayuji. And you see, we also saw that if you look just that incidence, you say Ravana and Jatayu had fight. Ravana killed Jatayu, therefore Ravana won, Jatayu lost. But you can't see success and failure in such a short span. That is another problem of today's generation also, you see. Everything is in that 30-second reel or short or, So what happened before that, what happened after that, that they don't know. That one thing becomes popular, oh, this happened and this came and then he gave a nice slap. But what happened before that, what happened after that? So we cannot measure success or failure based on one incidence. We have to take into account what was the ultimate goal of both of them when they were fighting. Then we will know who has won and who has lost. We say that goal, whenever we have, should be noble goal. Did Ravana have noble goal? No. Second, we say goal should be so high that we should not be able to reach. If you see, Jatayuji's goal was noble. Goal was such that he cannot defeat Ravana. That was not possible. Third thing, it was selfless. Actually, he had nothing to do with the entire fight. Suppose Ravana is taking Sitaji. He does not fight, suppose. Jatayuji says that, okay, let him go. Anyways, I can't fight, I can't win. So let him go. Suppose even if I say like that, nobody would have said anything to him. That was not his job. But still he did. So noble, too high, and also selfless. When such goal is kept, even if you die while achieving that goal, you may not be able to see the goal achieved in your life, but still you are a success. We see so many people who fought for India's freedom. They gave up their life. They could not see India free. But all their lives are considered to be success. Why? Because what they fought for, what they died for, happened. Whereas what Ravana was fighting for, did it happen? He could not marry Sitaji. He could not be with her. And therefore we say, though in that battle you may say that Ravana won because Ravana killed Jatayu. But that you cannot call it a success of Ravana. Actually, it is a failure. Why? Because in the long run we will see what happened to Ravana. And every single thing that Jatayuji said also became true. He had told that you, not only you, your entire lineage, your entire family will die. And that's what happened. Sri Rama killed entire family. And therefore we see this Jatayuji's, you see, this is a very interesting thing about Ramayana. The characters come only for some time, but they leave such a lasting impact. If you remember, other day I was comparing Ramayana and Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, there are many characters who are there for a long time. But in Ramayana, it is not like that. We saw in Balakanda, Vishwamitra ji came, played a very important part, then he went away. Ayodhya Kanda, Manthara, Kaikeyi, then after that there is no talk of them. Ayodhya Kanda second half we see Bharat ji coming in. Now again there is no discussion about Bharat ji. Kevat came for some time, Nishad Raj came for some time, Bharadwaja Muni, Valmiki ji. See, all these characters, they are just coming, they are playing their thing and going. They are not recalled in the story, etc. But they have left such a nice, lasting impact on the entire story. That is what is happening in Aranya Kanda also. Sharabanga, Sutikshna, all these great munis, they just come for some time. Jatayuji also, very short description, but very important. So we saw that he went to Bhagavan's Loka, Saketa Loka it is called. And Sri Ramchandra gave one message to his father also. That when you go meet my father, he is there, you tell him what has happened. And tell him to tell the rest of the story. Ravana is coming along with his full family. So, he will tell you what happened afterwards. saying this, Jatayuji has left the body, Bhagavan, has done the Antevidhi, etc. And then Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra along with Lakshmanji is now going forward to search for Sita ji. And on the way, they meet one more demon. His name is Kabandha. This Kabandha, there is a backstory to everything. He was a Gandharva before. He got curse from Durvasa Rishi, and therefore he was born as a Rakshasa. And this Kabandha had very long arms, it is said. Very long arms. Okay. In Valmiki Ramayana, long description also is there of how both Sri Ramachandra and Lakshmana cut his hands, etc. Kabandha Bahuchedana Ram, one of the names, in that Nama Ramayana, the Kabandha Bahuchedana, one who, cut the hands of Kabandha. So that Kabandha also came. Again here, Tulsidas Ji, it doesn't. Avata pantha Kabandha nipata, tehi sab kahi sapakai bata. Ho gaya. In one line, Kabandha was destroyed. No long description, nothing is there. The only thing what happened, Durvasa mohi dini shapa, Prabhupada peki mita so papa. He is telling that I got cursed I was cursed by Durvasa Rishi, and now all my sins are gone because I saw your feet. Sunu Gandharva kaho mai tohi, mohina sohai brahmakula drohi. Now Sri Ramachandra says that, okay, now I will also tell you something. Listen, Kabandha, what? Mana krama bachana kapata taji jo kara bhusura seva, mohi sameta biranchi siva, basatake sabadeva. He says, mana krama and bachana, with his thoughts, with his words, and with his actions. One who serves Brahmanas, not only me, not only Brahmaji and Shivji, but all devatas will come and stay with him. You should never disrespect a Brahmana. Why Sri Ramachandra is telling this to him? He must have done something. He only said Durvasa Rishi gave me curse, but he must have done something, no? That is why Durvasa Rishi must have cursed him. So must be that connection with that, and therefore he is telling you should never disrespect a Brahmana. Now you have already studied 4th chapter, so when we say Brahmana has nothing to do with the person who is born in that family. Brahmana is the learned person who has dedicated one's life for learning and teaching. One who lives only for others. That person, wise person, is called as Brahmana. And therefore Sri Ramachandra says that you should never trouble or hurt any Brahmana. Here he is referring to Varna Brahmana, not Jati Brahmana. Right? And that person, all the devatas will stay with him. Mohi sameta biranchisi basatake sabadev. That is what he says. Then, again to Kabandha also, Bhagavan gave a very nice gati. You see, this is what is special. I was telling you the other day that every curse is a blessing in Puranas and Itihasas. Durvasa Rishi cursed him. Okay, fine. Then he got to meet Bhagavan. He got to see him. He got to have his darshana directly. And he got to be killed by Bhagavan. What else is required? Yes, something wrong he has done. Agreed. But punishment is in the form of blessing. That's the beauty of rishis. It looks like a punishment, but it is for some good thing only that will happen to that person. We saw it in the case of Ahalya also earlier. Here also we see Kabandha also. Then Sri Ramachandra and Lakshmanji, both of them are going forward. After Doha number 33, third Chopai. We have to sing from there. ताहि दे गति राम उदारा,
ताहि दे गति राम उदारा,
सबरी के आश्रम पगुधारा,
सबरी के आश्रम पगुधारा,
सबरी देखी राम गृह आए,
सबरी देखी राम गृह आए,
मुनि के बचन समुझ जिय भाए,
मुनि के बचन समुझ जिय भाए,
सरसिजलोचन बाहु विशाला
सरसिजलोचन बाहु विशाला
जटा मुकुट सिर उरबन माला
जटा मुकुट सिर उरबन माला
श्याम गौर सुंदर दो भाई
श्याम गौर सुंदर दो भाई
सबरी परी चरण लपटाई
सबरी परी चरण लपटाई
प्रेम मगन मुख बचन न आवा
प्रेम मगन मुख बचन नावा
पुनि पुनि पद सरोज सिर नावा
पुनि पुनि पद सरोज सिर नावा
सादर जलले चरण पखारे
सादर जलले चरण पखारे
पुनि सुंदर आसन बैठारे
पुनि सुंदर आसन बैठारे
कंद मूल फल सुरस अति
कंद मूल फल सुरसती
दिए राम कहु आनी
दिए राम कहुआनी
प्रेम सहित प्रभु खाए
प्रेम सहित प्रभु खाए
बारंबार बखानी
बारंबार बखानी सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय
श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय
ताहि देई गति राम उदारा. That compassionate, large-hearted Sri Rama gave a sadgati to Kabandha, and after doing that, Shabari ke ashrama pagudhara. He touched Shabari's ashrama with his feet. That is what is said. Now, I tell you, people, they are asking, why ashrama is said? Shabari was staying in small kuti only. Ashrama means what? There should be big place and there should be students and Gurukula and some Adhyayana, Adhyapana should happen, some sadhana should happen, some homa, havana, yajna, yaga, ityadi karma should happen. Nothing like that is happening. Why are you calling it as ashrama? See, first of all, Shabari ji has not called her place as ashrama. So Tulsidas Ji is saying Shabari ke ashrama pagudhara. Because she says, Shabari deki Rama griha aaye. She calls her place as griha, as a house only. But this Tulsidas Ji is saying, or Sri Ramachandra is feeling that he is entering into some ashrama. So why ashrama? Because she alone is doing everything that is supposed to be done in the ashrama. Second also, there is a backstory of Shabari Ji also. Who is this Shabari? They say Shabari was a Bhillini. Bhillini is a tribal woman of a lower caste. And she was staying in that forest, and nearby there was Matanga Rishi's ashrama. And in this Matanga Rishi's ashrama, students, brahmacharis, all of them are staying. So it is said, she used to get up early in the morning, enter into ashrama when nobody is awake, used to clean the entire ashrama, fill the water and keep everything ready and then run away before everybody gets up. So when everybody used to get up, they used to feel that somebody must have done. Everybody thought that somebody else must have done. Okay. But only it is said that Matanga Rishi knew that this is her job. And therefore, when Matanga Rishi decided that he should move from this place to another place, he went to Rishyamukh Parvat, which we will see. So when he decided to go, it is said he went to meet Shabari and told her, you should chant Sri Rama's name. Just chant Ram, 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 Ram. Then she said, I will, but what does it mean? Is it somebody, who is that Rama? I have no idea. Matanga Rishi said, don't worry. Don't worry about what it means, whose name it is. Whoever it is will come and meet you. You just keep chanting his name. So it is said that she kept on chanting Sri Ramachandra's name. In one of the stories, it is also said that Matanga Rishi gave her his entire ashrama to Shabari. And that is why that place, it is said that ashrama Pagudara, that is, she was staying in that ashrama. But you see, Matanga Rishi, like a guru for her. While giving, he gave Ramanama, and therefore she kept on chanting Shri Rama, Rama's name, Rama's name. And Matanga Rishi only said that Shri Rama will come. When? How? Nothing was told. So it is said that Shabari used to feel every day that today Shri Rama will come. And therefore early morning she will get up, she will clean the entire ashram, do everything, thinking that Bhagavan is going to come. And then prepare asana for him, keep water, go in the forest, get some, very good Kanda, Mula, Phala, everything, and wait. Chanting Bhagavan's name, wait. And when it is evening, night, Bhagavan has not come, take that same Kanda, Mula, Phala as prasada. Next day, the whole thing again. This she did for many, many years, it is said. Now, I will tell you, this is very tough. If we know some guest is coming to our house, even if they tell the time, date, time, everything is fixed. You see? And if it is an important guest, then you will do everything and you will wait. But the moment they will call and tell that, oh, sorry, can't come today, will come tomorrow, you will give up everything and relax. Isn't it? Or sometimes we become overhyped, coming, 15 minutes, or what happened? She had none of these. Nor was she anxious that Sri Ramachandra is going. She was not even, impatient about it. So many days, what is this? At least my guru could have told me whether he will come tomorrow or day after or in 1 month, 1 year. When? Every day she will prepare the whole thing as though Sri Ramachandra is coming to her house. And then we'll wait chanting Bhagavan's name. What a great sadhana in itself. And that result of that sadhana alone is Sri Ramachandra is actually coming to her house. And therefore, it may look like kuti, but it is ashrama only. And Shabari dekhi Ram Graha aaye. She saw that Sri Ramachandra has come. Muni ke bachana samujhe bhai. Now she is thinking, why Bhagavan must have come here? Mind you, she doesn't know any backstory, nothing. Who is Rama? What is he doing here? Nothing. She thinks that this is happening because Bhagavan wanted to make Matanga Rishi's words true. Therefore he is coming. That is his prayojana of coming here. Not because I have done a lot of sadhana. You know how long I was waiting for you. Now you are coming. Nothing like that. She didn't say that this is because of my sadhana. She said he wanted to make Matanga Rishis. That's why Munike Bachana. Samujhi bhai. To make that true, Bhagavan has come. In some stories I have also heard, in some Ramalila, etc. also they show Shabari as blind person, blind woman. Old and blind. Have you noticed? Many times they will do like this and she touched Bhagavan's face, etc. Nothing. Shabari dekhi. Tulsidas Ji says, Shabari dekhi Rama Graha. She saw that Sri Ramachandra has come to her home. And then she does the description of what she saw also. Sarasija lochana bahu bisala. One who has got lotus eyes like lotus petals. Bahu bisala, long hands. Jata mukuta sira. On the head he has tied his jata as though it is a crown. Ura banamala. And he is wearing vanamala, the garland of forest flowers on himself. Shama gora sundara do bhai. Beautiful, handsome two brothers. One is Shama, another is Gaura. One is dark complexion, another is white complexion. Shabari pari charana laputai. And she fell at the feet of Bhagavan and she hugged those feet. That's why she was not blind or anything, okay? In both Ramayana. In Valmiki Ramayana also, it's not mentioned. There also she does the entire stuti. So she could see. Then what? She is not able to speak. Prema magana mukha bachana na ava. She was so overwhelmed by love that she could not utter a single word. Puni puni pada saroja siranava. And puni puni, again and again, she kept on bowing down her head in Sri Rama's feet. Sadara jalale charana pakare. Now see, that is the wonderful thing. What? Everything is kept ready. Whenever Bhagavan comes, everything is kept ready. So she brought water and she she washed the beautiful feet of Bhagavan. Sadara, with respect. Jalale, bringing the water. Charana pakhare. First she cleaned his feet. Puni sundara asana baithare. And then gave very beautiful asana for Bhagavan to sit. Everything was ready. Kanda mula phala surasati. Diye Rama kahuani. And then she gave those kanda mula and phalas, those roots and fruits, beautiful. What is a surasa? Tasty. With lot of essence in them. She gave. And prema sahita prabhu khaye. Now, prema sahita prabhu khaye means what? One way to look at it is Bhagavan is, with love he is eating. Or he is eating with love. Means he is eating fruits also and he is taking in her love also. Prema sahita prabhu khaye. Barambara bakhani. While praising her again and again. Now you can say barambara bakhani is praise of the fruit also it might be. Ah, nice. Such a nice fruit you have given. Or of her also. And this barambara is not just here. It is said that Bhagavan, after completing everything, when he went back to Ayodhya and Kausalya Mata is giving him food, he remembers Shabari. That there was that old lady who gave me that how much love she had and what kind of fruit she gave. So Barambara Bakhani means it continues. Bhagavan kept on praising her everywhere he went. Even to Sugriva, etc., he told about Shabari. That is how it is. Barambara Bakhani. Now again, there is no mention of she tasting the fruit first and giving that same fruit to Bhagavan, okay? Neither here nor in Valmiki Ramayana. But it is there in some Ramayanas. Okay? I am sure you must have heard that is one of the most beautiful stories. That before giving to Bhagavan, she used to taste. And then then give. Bear. Shabri ke bear. Bear is that kind of, that fruit, no? So, now that is not mentioned here. The point is, even if she did, she tasted it first and gave it to Bhagavan. Did she do anything wrong? No. How can you offer something to Bhagavan which you have tasted before? I agree. When we do puja, etc., there are rules. We are not supposed to even look at that food properly or smell also the food that we are offering to Bhagavan. That is to keep purity. But you see, rules are made for everyone. When there is love involved, rules do not matter. Rules can be broken when there is love. And that's why her intention is more important. What she wants to do is, Bhagavan should not get even one wrong or, some sour fruit or something that has, gone bad. He should not get it. And therefore she is tasting and giving. It's such a beautiful thing. And it is said, Bhagavan also is eating. In one Ramayana, when this description is there, Lakshmana is getting worried. Oh, what is happening? How can she do like this? So it is said, he gives one to Lakshmana also, you also eat. You are then, now if Sri Rama has given, he has to eat. So the fruit that is tasted by Shabari, Lakshmana also had to eat. So interesting stories are there. Now somebody said, but Veji, Tulsidas Ji is not saying anything like this. See, Tulsidas Ji has indicated it by saying Surasa. Kanda Moola Phala Surasa Ati Diye Rama Kahuani. That she gave tasty fruits. How do you know? Unless she has tasted, how do you know? So she might have tasted. Tulsidas Ji is neither saying that she did not do that, nor is he saying that she did that. No, some people they say, no. See, you say love for love, everything is okay and you can break the rule, etc. But this is little too much. Okay, tasting and then giving in front to Bhagavan. See, she is from hunter family, okay, in the sense, Billini she is. She is a tribal woman. She will not know this entire procedure of what is to be done. And mind you, Matanga Rishi has not taught her anything other than Ramanama. So she actually may not know the entire, correct way of doing it. That's the beauty of it, I tell you. Sometimes, such people, they will do some things that other people will 10 times think. I always remember, I went to one place with Guruji. It's not Chinmaya Mission Center or nothing was there. Some family was staying who had listened to Guruji long back. And every year they used to call Guruji. There is no Chinmaya Mission Center even now in that place. But they call Guruji. Guruji used to go. So one year I got opportunity to go with Guruji. And when I saw how they are welcoming and what all things they are doing, I was like, what is happening? How is Guruji allowing all these things? Because there was nobody, no mission person to say, no, don't do this, don't do that, you should not do this, you should not. Only love is there. Probably they do not even have an idea that he is the head of, global head of Chinmaya Mission. They may not even know all that. A different kind of love. When you see that, you feel so nice. So that is what. So don't tell me rules should be there for Shabari. Now somebody, a logical question can be answered another way also logically. He said, you see, actually she did not give jhuta to Sri Rama. She did not taste and give those fruits to Sri Rama. But still, how do you know Surasa? She has been doing this for such a long time. Every day she will take fruits. And every day she will keep. Every day she will eat. By now she knew which fruit is good, which tree is good, which tree in which season gives which fruit. She knew everything. So what she has collected is perfect only. Surasa. So even though you say that she has not tasted, even then they are Surasa only. And simple thing, if we have to give something to somebody, we will check 2-3 times. Whether this fruit I should give or that fruit I should give. When you are giving to Swamiji also, you decide. If we are doing that much, Shabari must have done so much. Whatever she gave, Kanda Moola Phala to Bhagavan, Bhagavan enjoyed. Okay, that's the whole point. Prema Sahita Prabhu Khaye. He happily and with love he ate. Barambara Bakhani and kept on praising her also. Okay, then Pani Jori. We have to sing that, isn't it? Let us sing. पानी जोरी आगे बैठाड़ी,
पानी जोरी आगे बैठाड़ी,
प्रभु ही बिलो की प्रीति अति बाढ़ी,
प्रभु ही बिलो की प्रीति अति बाढ़ी,
केहि विधि स्तुति करो तुम्हारी,
केहि विधि स्तुति करो तुम्हारी,
अधम जाति में जड़मति भारी,
अधम जाति में मैं जड़मति भारी।
अधमते अधम अधमति नारी।
अधमते अधम अधमति नारी।
तिन्ह मम मैं मति मंद घारी।
तिन्ह मैं मति मंद अघारी।
कह रघुपति सुनु भामिनी बाता।
कह रघुपति सुनु भामिनी बाता।
मानऊ एक भगति करनाता।
मानऊ एक भगति करनाता।
जाति पाति कुल धर्म बढ़ाई।
जाति पाति कुल धर्म बढ़ाई।
धन बल परिजन गुण चतुराई।
धन बल परिजन गुण चतुराई।
भगतिहीन नर सोहई कैसा।
भगतिहीन नर सोहई कैसा।
बिनु जल बारिद देखिय जैसा।
बिनु जल बारिद देखिय जैसा।
नवधा भगति कहूँ तो ही पाही।
नवधा भगति कहूँ तो ही पाही।
सावधान सुनु धरु मन माही।
सावधान सुनु धरु मन माही।
प्रथम भगति संतन कर संगा।
प्रथम भगति संतन कर संगा।
दूसरी रति मम कथा प्रसंगा।
दूसरी रति मम कथा प्रसंगा।
गुरुपद पंकज सेवा।
गुरुपद पंकज सेवा।
तीसरी भगति अमान।
तीसरी भगति अमान।
चौथी भगति मम गुण गण।
चौथी भगति मम गुण गण।
करई कपट तजिगान।
करई कपट तजिगान। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय।
श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय।
After giving those fruits and after Bhagavan finished eating, Pani Jori aage bhai thadi. With folded hands, she stood in front of Bhagavan. Prabhu hi bilo ki preeti adi badi. Just looking at him, so much of devotion and love grew in her. Kehi vidhi astuti karau tumhari. She said to Bhagavan, Bhagavan, how should I praise you? Adhama jati mein jadamati bhari. I am born in such a lower family and jadamati. My mind is also jada only, dull, not trained, not developed. Adhamate adhamati nari. That I am lower than lower kind of woman. Tina mahame mati manda. On top of that, I have extremely dull mind. So how should I praise you? Oh Aghari. Aghari is Sambodhana for Sri Rama. Oh destroyer of sins. Oh enemy of sins. Please tell me, how should I praise you? That is the thing. She is not praising. She doesn't do praise. All other times Ahalya ji we met. Isn't it? Ahalya ji did such a beautiful stuti. Why? Well-learned lady. The moment she saw Sri Ramachandra, she also felt that love was so much that she could not speak anything, but then she praised Bhagavan. Now here Shabari ji is telling, how will I praise you? You must have got praise from all these Rishi Munis, all of them whom you met. How will I praise you? Why? I am the worst, lower than lower. That kind of woman I am. How will I do praise? Kaha Raghupati, Bhagavan said, Sunu Bhamini Bata. He said, oh Bhamini, please listen to what I am telling. Bhamini is generally, in Sanskrit, Bhamini means a young, beautiful girl. Sri Ramachandra is calling whom? old lady. He is calling Sunu Bhamini. Tulsidas Ji, why? The beauty is of her virtues, not of her body. That's why Sri Ramchandra, not once, he calls her Bhamini twice. Here also, and once more you will see. After telling Navadha Bhakti, he will again say Bhamini. Why? You are really beautiful. You are telling that you have dull intellect, etc. No. I will tell you something. Manahu ek bhagati karanata. What a beautiful line. He says, I don't care whether you are born in any kind of lower caste family or uncultured woman or uneducated. I don't care. Why? I only know one thing. What? That is the relationship of love. Bhagati. That's the only nata. That's the only relationship, Manahu, I believe in. So I don't care about all other things. And in case it is not clear to you, let me tell you what I do not care. Jati, caste, pati, creed, kula, lineage, family, dharma, religion, badai. Badai is greatness, or badai can be visheshana for all these also. That very high class, high caste, high creed, high family, dhana, wealth, bala, power, parijana, people, number of followers, guna, virtues, chaturai, cleverness, intelligence, bhagati hina. If you have all these things but do not have love, do not have devotion for Bhagavan, he says such a person, nara sohayi kaisa. How is that person? Do you know? Binu jala barida dekhe jaisa. He says it is like a cloud but has no water in it. Then what is the purpose of clouds? Clouds should have water in it. If that water is not there, what? Outside decoration. That has no value for me. See, Bhagavan, how? He knows what to speak to whom. Perfect. You can take communication classes based on Ramayana. IK's one topic I gave just now. Communication skills. What is that? Bhagavan doesn't care about you are born in a very high class family or Bhaktya tushyati Keshava, natu gunaihi, bhakti priyo madhava. Bhagavan only is pleased by our devotion. Vyadasya acharanam. Isn't it? That beautiful shloka is there. What kind of acharana, what kind of behavior was there for that Vyada, for that hunter who was worshipping Bhagavan in whichever way he thought is correct. Putting water from the mouth, offering meat. What acharana? Gajendra, what was his family? What was his janma? He was not even human being. He was an elephant. Dhruvasya cha vayaha. What was the age of Dhruva? What was the clan of Prahlada? Rakshasa Vamsha. Kubjayaha Rupam. That Kubja's Rupa, what? She was most beautiful lady? No. Doesn't matter for Bhagavan. All these things. And you see, it is not just to say. I tell you, such stories are there. Go to Udupi. You see such, Udupi is Krishna, no? You go in temple, generally, when you enter from the main door, you will see Bhagavan. Go to Udupi, Krishna is facing that side. So when you go, while doing the pradakshina, you will see his face. Why? Because it is said that there was one great bhakta, Kanakadas, no? They did not allow him to enter the temple because of lower caste, etc. So he used to go behind the temple and from there he used to do this. Bhagavan wanted to see, so he turned. So the main door, Pratishtha, Garbhagriha, all the doors are on one side. Bhagavan's face is on the other side. How will you explain this? Go to Pandharpur also. Chokha Mela was there. Santo Chokha Mela. he was so low caste and nobody allowed him to go there. Never. So they used to come all the way walking for kilometers and miles together, not even enter the temple. Just outside the temple on the first step, they will put their head and then go away. Every year. It is said that when this Sokamela gave up his life there, Namdev Maharaj established his samadhi on that step. That anybody who wants to go and meet Vithala and have his darshan first has to prostrate to Chokamela. Namdev Pairi it is called. The first step is called Namdev Maharaj. Santam Chokamela samadhi is there and then you enter. Even today, true Warkari who goes there does not enter the temple. They do not enter the temple. Warkaris go there after walking 17 days, every day 20, 30 kilometers, and after reaching there, they don't even enter the temple. They see the Kalasha, they take, blessings of Chokamela and Namdev Maharaj. From outside, they do Namaskar to Vithala and they return. They take Chandrabhaga Nadis, they will take dip in that. Will do Pradakshina of the entire village and go back. They don't even enter the temple on Ashadi Ekadashi, etc. Nothing. Why? That is how the culture is. Why? Any one bhakta who was because lower caste, therefore other people did not allow. Bhagavan's love is such that he gives such a high position to such bhakta. See, Guruji said one very nice thing, no? If you are nice to people who are nice to you, then that is not a nice thing. If you are nice to those people who are not nice to you, that is a great thing. Because somebody is born in a great family, great lineage, and therefore they have everything available, and therefore they are doing bhakti. Good. It's nothing wrong. But when somebody doesn't have all these things, still does bhakti, what kind of devotion? Then that devotion takes over every other flaw that the person may have. And actually speaking, these are not the flaws at all. One does not have great caste or creed or religion or family or, wealth and power. It's not a flaw, it's a good thing actually. Why? Because mind is fully available for Bhagavan. That is how we are. I tell you, if you read Abhangas now in Marathi, most of the saints who wrote those Abhangas were illiterate. So some other learned, wise Panditas used to come and write for them. Why? Because these Panditas understood that what they are telling is something very high. We will not be able to think like this. Therefore, they used to go and from the uneducated. Janabai, who was Namdev Maharaj's servant lady. But how she used to speak and what all, It is said Bhagavan, after finishing everything, when temple is closed, everybody goes, he used to go to her house. Why? She can't enter into the temple, so he will go there and help her in doing every work. In the olden days, to make the paste, etc. of grains, there used to be that jata we call. So generally, it requires two people who have to sit in front of each other so that there is a force on all sides. Janabai was alone, servant lady. Other side, Vithala used to sit and help her in doing that. Janabai has to tell, now please go, morning, temple time, Pujari will come. If you are not there, there will be problem, so please go. And he will find reasons not to go. Why? He used to say, who come there? Who think that they want something from me? They consider me a shopkeeper. Vithala says. That's why they come there. And they say, take this money and give me this. Like that they do bargaining there in the temple. What bargaining? If you fulfill my wish, I will give you 2 coconuts, 3 coconuts, this do it, that do it. So when Bhagavan wants to be with somebody, Bhagavan comes and stays with such devotees. And when Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra also says this, he means it. You just see what kind of devotees Sri Ramachandra had. Hanumanji, monkey. Vibhishana, Rakshasa Vamsha. Shabari. What kind of devotees are there? Are you going to measure their devotion based on what family they are born in? How much knowledge they have got? No. That is not the measure. Bhagati hina nara soi kaisa binu jala barida dekhe jaisa. Bhagavan Shankaracharya Ji has written Guru Ashtakam. There he says the same thing. Shariram surupam yathava kalatram yashash charu chitram dhanam meru tulyam manaschenna lagnam gurorangri padme tatakkim. He says, you have got a beautiful body, beautiful wife, yashaha, fame, dhanam meru tulyam, so much of wealth that it can be equal to that Meru mountain. But if your mind is not attached to Guru's feet or God's feet, tatakkim, so what? 4 times he says. In every verse he says 4 times. Tatakkim, so what? You have got a very beautiful body. So what? What is the essential thing that we must have? That love for Bhagavan, love for Guru. If that is not there, then all other things are there. What is the point? Bhagavan says, you have one essential quality because of which I love you, and that is you have bhakti. Therefore, he says now, Navadha Bhakti kahau tohi pahi. I will tell you 9 ways, 9 forms, 9 steps of devotion. Savadhana sunu dharu manamahi. Listen carefully and hold it in your mind. This is not an instruction to Shabari, okay? Because later on Bhagavan will say, you have all these 9 bhaktis already. So, this is not a upadesha to her. This is, he is telling to us, Savadhana sunu. Listen carefully and hold what I am telling in your mind. Arjunam nimitti kritya. Like that here Shabari is only nimitta. He is telling all of us what? There are 9 ways of devotion. What are they? Pratama bhagati santana kara sangha. First bhakti is satsanga. Santana kara sangha. See, in all texts it always starts with satsanga or no? It has to start with satsanga. Why? Because only in satsanga you will start to listen about there is something Bhagavan and there is something important that he does and he has a role to play in my life and what he does actually matters, and you start to listen to such good things only in satsanga. So here satsanga refers to Shravana actually. Santanakar Sangha, be in company of saints. Sat means good people. And do what? Shravana. So this matches with Shravanam. First bhakti of even Bhagavat Navadha Bhakti starts with Shravanam. So be in company of sages, saints, and listen. Listen to the glory and greatness of Bhagavan. Listen to his avatars. Listen to his kathas. Listen to his leelas. Listen. Then, dusari rati mama katha prasanga. When you start listening, then you will start to get interest in my stories. So, second bhakti is what? Mama katha prasanga rati. Rati has got different meanings. One rati is interest. Interest is created that, once you heard from some saint about God, etc. Now you want to know more and more and more. That's called interest. Rati also means reveling, enjoying. That when that story starts, you start to revel, you start to enjoy. Ramanam. Which means what? Even when you are not listening to the story, you will keep on reveling. That's called reveling. Okay, you are in satsanga for some time, you heard something, then when you go back, you keep on thinking, that nice story it was, so nice. And then Bhagavan did like this. Then you will tell all other people also. This is called reveling. So Shravanam, then Ramanam. Dusari Prati mama katha prasanga. Then what? Guru pada pankaja seva tisari bhagati aman. It says tisri bhakti, third devotion, that third kind of devotion is what? Guru pada pankaja seva. Serving the lotus feet of Bhagavan, of Guru. Guru pada pankaja seva. Serving the lotus feet of Guru, from whom you have heard Shravana, Ramana, what is happening because of them. Now you start serving his feet. Now, Pada Seva or Pada Seva means what? One thing is you start pressing his feet. That's also called Pada Seva only. Another meaning is serve his vision. What he stood for, what he did, you start following that. Best way to serve is to follow his teaching. Isn't it? That's the best way. So what he taught, you start to follow. This is called Guru Pada Pankaja Seva. And how it should be done? Amana. It should be done without pride or ego. See, perfection this is called. Why? Because the only thing that is an obstacle in seva is ahankara. I am telling. I want to do like this. I feel. In seva, whose seva you are doing? That person is the only thing that matters. Not what you think or what you feel. So, Tisari Bhagati Amana, he says, Amana, without pride and ego, serve the feet of Bhagavan, feet of Guru. Guru Pada Pankaja Seva. Now, as I said, this can also be taken as studying at the feet of Guru. Guru Upasadana and Adhyayana, that also can be the meaning of Guru Pada Pankaja Seva. So, Shravana, Ramana, Adhyayana. Then what? Chauthi bhagati mama gunagana karai kapatata jigan. What is the fourth? It says mama guna, my virtues, guna gana, the collection of my virtues, gana, sing. Bhagavad gunagan, singing the glories of Bhagavan. How? Kapatataji. Kapatataji means what? Having given up any kind of deception or malice or any kind of, impurity that is there in the mind. You give up all that and you just sing. Which means what? Not those things which you think are important, you will do. Whatever Bhagavan did, you sing those glories. There is no hidden agenda, etc. to prove your point, you will use Bhagavan stories. Don't do like that. So this one is Kirtanam. Bhagavad Gunagana, you are singing the glories of Bhagavan. Either in the form of pravachana or in the form of bhajana or any kind. But after you have done Shravana, after you have reflected Ramana, after you have done Seva, now you sing the glory. You have become fit to now speak about it. See, that is why Gurudev is great. He gave us avenue to do all these things. You come and study. You revel. All our ashramas are like that only. So much of opportunity to do seva. And then share this knowledge. No copyright, nothing. Gurudev used to say, I got this entire knowledge from my Guru and I am shamelessly stealing it from them. So, you also shamelessly steal. What is ours? Everything belongs to the parampara only. So, you learn, you share. Serve. While serving, don't have ego. While sharing, don't have any kind of malice. So, listening, reveling, studying, serving, and then sharing. These are the steps of bhakti, which are also the steps of jnana. Because there is no difference between jnana and bhakti. I tell you, if at the end of the course, you do not get this point, how many times we have said, there is no difference between jnana and bhakti. There is no difference between jnana and bhakti. How many, still even after that the people say, Vedji, actually, what actually? Sri Krishna is continuously saying in Bhagavad Gita, which you are studying. Every text says so. Bhaja Govindam said it. Now Ramayana is saying it again and again. Every text. Narad Bhakti Sutra said the same point. Narad Dakshinamurti Stotram also said the same point. Vedantic text. So you can say these are the steps of bhakti. These are also steps for jnana. We said that the result of jnana is to have love for the feet of Bhagavan. And what is the result of bhakti? Jnana. Bhagavan said, I will give jnana to the bhakta. So whether you take this as Navadha Bhakti, Navavida Jnana, doesn't matter. It is one and the same. Point is you do it. Right? Some more steps are there, 5 more steps, and then what happened that we will see in the next session tomorrow. Beautiful, beautiful prasanga entire. As I keep telling you, each of these prasanga can be taken for a long time, okay? We used to do 7 days entire Jnana Yajna only on Navadha Bhakti. So there is so much to speak. But here is essential point only. Chalo. Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti
Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti
Veera Maruti Ati Dhira Maruti
Veera Maruti Ati Dhira Maruti
Geeta Maruti Sangeeta Maruti
Geeta Maruti Sangeeta Maruti
Duta Maruti Rama Duta Maruti
Duta Maruti Rama Duta Maruti
Bhakta Maruti Parama Bhakta Maruti
Bhakta Maruti Parama Bhakta Maruti
Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti
Veera Maruti Gambhira Maruti
Gambhira Maruti
Gambhira Maruti
Gambhira Maruti
Gambhira Maruti
सियावर रामचंद्र की
जय
पवन सुत हनुमान की
जय
उमापति महादेव की
जय
बोलो भाई सब संतन की
जय
सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय
ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम।